It's me again. So I've not done a YouTube in a while because the first lockdown happened and then I moved and started a new job. And I thought I'd do one now because I've moved. Yeah, I no longer live in Cheltenham, which is quite big for me, as I thought that I'd be living in Cheltenham for a while. So it all happened pretty fast. A month, I think, possibly less than a month. But yeah, I'm no longer in Cheltenham, and I'm don't know how to feel about it at this precise minute. I think I had a good 2 weeks of feeling excited and feeling ready, and then now, obviously, with the second lockdown and with the sort of isolation feel of it, I'm feeling slightly scared. I moved to Leeds 5 days ago. Moved on my own. I'm here on my own. I know no one. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm feeling scared because I built a life in Cheltenham. I knew quite a lot of people in Cheltenham, went out a lot in Cheltenham, had a comfortable life. And now I'm outside of the comfort zone. I'm feeling horrendously nervous. I left Cheltenham for a reason because I wasn't getting anywhere with men. I wasn't getting anywhere with friends. Some of them, shout out to Polly. Can't forget her. But apart from Polly and a few others, I had nothing. There was no love interest for about a year. And after me and Tony split up, I went through a year of transformation and a lot of pain because of what he did to me. But I think my life just ended in Cheltenham. It just came to an end. I had nothing to stay for. I didn't have many friends. I didn't have any love interest or anything. So I thought it was time to move on. And now I'm just feeling scared. I'm feeling quite nervous that I'm not going to fit in. No one's going to invite me anywhere. And that I'm going to be lonely again. And the reason why I moved to a city was to gain more friends and have a better life. I've met some people who are nice, but again, I think it's just the isolation and the lockdown where I'm feeling really alone and really to myself, and that I'm not worth it. And I'm starting to get those bad thoughts in my head again, that I'm ugly, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not worthy of friendship or anything. And I just thought I'd speak on camera and I'd get this out because it's helpful for me when I sort of speak and it verbal diarrhea sort of thing. So yeah, it's pretty tough. I left a big life in Cheltenham. 6 years, a chunk of my life was in Cheltenham. And it's weird to think that it's all gone. It's gone now. I'm in Leeds. Yeah. It's scary because I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what's around the corner. I don't know what's going to happen, if I'm going to, be lonely again, which I really don't want. I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think I should necessarily be lonely, but that is always something which is in my head, that I'm gonna be on my own, not invited anywhere. People don't want to be with me. They just want their own friends, and they don't want to open up and have me in their lives. And it's a pretty scary thought. It's quite scary when you come into somewhere where what's established, and there is a group there's a WhatsApp group I'm in at the minute, which is really nice. But I'm nervous about that because they're all well established and I'm new and I don't want to step on anyone's toes. And they've all got their own jokes. They've all got their own inside jokes. I mean, I've repeated myself. Can't think of the word. It's gone out of my head now. But it's quite nerve-wracking because I'm new and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's scary. You know, I'm again the newbie, and you'd think because I went to university twice, that's twice, fuck both of them up. I just don't want to fuck this up. Aberystwyth University was quite bad. I was basically Cat Slater. Went there, shagged everything what walked, drunk everything what was in a bottle and had a percentage sign on the end. And then Cheltenham was slightly different, you know, made more friends and, you know, calmed down a bit. And then when Tony came in, I sort of like pressed self-destruct on my life. And this is a weird feeling because there was always, Aberystwyth was me running away from school and me being bullied in school and me running away from my parents. And then Cheltenham was me running away from Aberystwyth. Whereas this is not. This is more of a starting a new life on my own accord, which is scarier because I was forced into the position of doing it because I wanted to run away. I had to run away. Whereas here I've chosen to and I've not run away. I can always go back, but I don't want to. So the scary thing for me is that I've chosen to come here with nothing wrong with Cheltenham. I was in a all right space. Like I said, I didn't have many friends and I had a handful, but I was comfortable. This is me switching it up and coming to a city and opening up my life to other people and hopefully joining other groups, finding gay friends, finding friends of all different types of calibers, and for me to be happy because I'm the type of person who wants to be sociable and wants to interact with people. So that was my main reasoning for moving to a city. And it's scary because it's so big. Everywhere I see there's groups of people and I've only been here 5 days and I can't insert myself into a group just yet. So I'm again feeling isolated and lonely because, you know, I'm up in my room, even though it's a nice room and I've got a nice new TV, it's still just me. And that's ultimately one thing I wanted to get away from, was that feeling of isolation, even though I'm in a town. Well, I was in a town, and I did have friends, I still felt isolated. And this is the one thing I wanted to get away from. And I don't know, I'm just scared at the minute. It's really nerve-wracking. I know we've all got to take it on the chin and be adults and it's life, but it's tough. You know, I spent a lot of years in Cheltenham thinking that my life was going a certain way, and now I'm here and it's heading in a different direction, and I'm excited to see what happens, but I'm also scared. And I've been here for 5 days and the fear is just kicking in. Have I made the right decision? Or is it just going to be the same old, that I'm going to be the lonely one? I'm not going to be with people and, you know, yeah. I struggle with my looks a lot. I struggle with how I look. Because again, like I've spoken in previous YouTubes about the gay community, I don't get many messages. I hear people, other gay people talking about like threesomes and group fun and, oh, I fancy this guy because he's hot. No one's ever spoken about me that way. No one has ever spoken about me that way. And I don't know, it's just hard to hear that, you know, everyone else is a certain way and you're not. So that's one thing I'm struggling with, is again hearing about all these fit people in the town or in the city, and never about me. I'm never the hot one. oh, do you know that hot guy who just moved in? That's never me, you know, and it will never will be me, and I've faced up to it. With a nose like mine, you know, come on. I'm giving Barbara Streisand a run for her money. But yeah, I just don't want to get into a bad place. You know, again, maybe it's just the lockdown. Maybe it's because, you know, lockdown 2's here and we have to isolate. And maybe when everywhere opens again, I can go out, I can go to gay bars or bars, or, you know, go out with people and have a few drinks and socialise. But at the minute, it's very lonely. You know, going from Cheltenham straight to Leeds into a lockdown, it's terrifying because I'm on my own and all these thoughts are running through my head. I'm going on to social media like Grindr and Tinder, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going to pop up to him because he's not going to like me, or he's going to call me ugly again, and, you know, finding it difficult to open up. You know, again, I'm a hypocrite. I've just said I want people to open up to me, but I don't think at the minute I'm scared to open up to people because I don't want my life to head in the same direction as it did in Cheltenham, with being told that I'm not good looking enough for them, or you can't be our friend because you're not that good looking, or I don't want to speak to you because you're not that good looking, you're not my type. I've heard I am not your type so many times. And it's, again, it gets easier as time goes on because you just go, yeah, fuck it, whatever, bye. But it's still not easy to hear because, you know, you'll hear these people going, oh, this guy's hot, I'm speaking to this guy, he's really hot. And then, you know, no one ever talks to you about that. Sorry, acid reflux. Oh, shit. No one ever speaks about me that way, and it's still quite hard. Yeah, so I just thought I'd come on and talk because I'm feeling lonely and it's a scary time for me, being in a brand new city on my own, no one here I know, in lockdown. Don't do things by halves, do I? Don't do things by halves. But who knows? But change is always inevitable, and I think we should embrace it. But nevertheless, it makes it really scary. Today's been, this evening's been difficult. This evening has been difficult because you reflect on your past, and I've also gone back before Tony and before Cheltenham and before Aberystwyth. I've gone back so far thinking, how the hell have I ended up here? And I'm just like, I'm here, what now? And again, the lockdown doesn't help because there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah. Yeah. Don't know what else to say, really. Just that it's scary. And I don't know what's gonna come. I don't know what's around the corner, and I don't know whether to be excited, pumped up, or like worried. Should I arrange my funeral and arrange the coffin now or 2 weeks before? Yeah. So it's not, again, with my other videos, I've been like really positive or really negative. This is more of a, I don't know. I can't predict. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Everyone, please keep your fingers crossed for me. This is the 3rd time trying. Let's hope. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for making to the end of this video. And I haven't sworn a lot in this video, I've noticed, which is an improvement. But yeah. I'll be back again when I've got another problem in my life. So yeah, see ya.